China, a land of amazing landscapes and ancient history, has many hidden treasures. Past the busy cities and famous landmarks are villages where time seems to stand still. Join us as we explore 4 of China's most beautiful villages, each with its own special charm. Our trip starts in the lovely province of Jiangxi, where a village seems to grow right out of nature. Get ready to be amazed by a rainbow of colors as we explore the magical world of Huangling village. Huangling village, with its unique Hui-style buildings, shows us China's rich past. Picture houses with white walls and beautiful black roofs, standing tall for many years, telling stories of long ago. One of the coolest things in Huangling is the colorful sight of crops drying on rooftops. Imagine bright red peppers and golden corn, spread out like a giant blanket across the village rooftops. This special tradition, passed down through many years, isn't just for keeping food safe, it's a celebration of the harvest and shows how connected the villagers are to the land. From Jiangxi, we'll travel to another part of this huge and diverse country, where another amazing village is waiting. As we get closer to Huangling village, nestled in the hills of Jiangxi province, the first thing we see is a burst of color. This is Huangling in its full autumn beauty, a time when the harvest makes the village look amazing. This rainbow of colors comes from the special tradition of Xiajiang, or drying crops in the sun, which is what Huangling is known for. Everywhere you look, from rooftops to courtyards to special bamboo racks, you'll see a huge display of crops drying under the warm autumn sun. Drying crops in the sun isn't just something they have to do in Huangling, it's a very old tradition that connects the villagers to their ancestors and the land. It's a tradition that shows the spirit of community and history that is at the heart of Huangling. As we explore Huangling village, we see a different kind of beauty, the classic elegance of Hui-style architecture. The village shows us the building styles of the Hui people, a Chinese Muslim group known for their special buildings. Picture houses with white walls that shine in the sun, with beautifully carved wooden windows and doors. These Hui-style houses are more than just places to live, they're works of art, each one showing the skill and artistry of people who lived long ago. Old houses are carefully taken care of, their wooden beams and tiled roofs fixed and restored, so that the Hui-style architecture will continue to be part of Huangling for many years to come. In Huangling, architecture is more than just buildings, it's a living piece of the people's soul. The rhythm of rural life, where time flows like a gentle stream. One of the most magical things about Huangling village is the peaceful feeling everywhere. Life here moves at a slower pace, following the rhythms of nature and the seasons. As we walk through the village in the early morning, we see a scene of quiet work. Villagers, their faces showing the wisdom of experience, work in their fields with a grace that comes from years of working the land. It's a nice change from the busy city life, a reminder that a slower, more peaceful way of life is possible and very rewarding. Beyond the picturesque Huangling's enduring connection to nature and tradition. As our trip through Huangling village ends, we feel a deep admiration for this amazing community. Huangling is more than just a pretty place to visit, it shows us the lasting power of tradition, the importance of community, and the deep connection between people and nature. We will remember this beautiful village with its bright colors, timeless architecture, and friendly people, long after we leave. Embracing the flow Xiajiang village and the rhythms of water. Leaving the mountains of Jiangxi, our journey takes us east to the calmer, watery area of Zhejiang province. Here, among bright green rice paddies and winding rivers, is the beautiful village of Xiajiang. Xiajiang, with its canals and rivers, has always depended on water for food, transportation, and even inspiration. The waterways are the heart of the village, connecting people to each other, to the surrounding countryside, and to a way of life that has stayed mostly the same for many years. The air, filled with the smell of water lilies and fresh earth, brings a feeling of peace, inviting us to slow down, breathe deeply, and enjoy the relaxed pace of life in Xiajiang. A tapestry of green and blue, exploring Xiajiang's natural splendor. Besides its beautiful waterways, Xiajiang is a village that is captivating with its natural beauty. The surrounding area is a mix of bright green rice paddies, shining like emeralds under the warm Zhejiang sun. We take a relaxing bike ride along the narrow paths that cross the rice paddies, the air filled with the sounds of crickets and birds. We find a small hidden lake, its surface as smooth as glass, reflecting the blue sky and the green plants around it like a perfect mirror. It's a breathtaking sight, a reminder that even in ordinary places, nature can be extraordinarily beautiful, if you take the time to look. A feast for the senses, savoring the flavors of Xiajiang's culinary heritage. In Xiajiang, food is a celebration of culture and pride. The village's food traditions reflect its unique environment and history. Our journey starts in the busy village market, full of colors and smells. Here, we find local treats that make us hungry. Imagine fresh bamboo shoots with ginger and garlic, sweet lotus root with goji berries and dates, and shiitake mushrooms with spring onions and rice wine. We visit a family-run restaurant, its walls filled with history. The smell of simmering broths and spices fills the air. We try dishes showcasing Xiajiang's fresh produce, steamed fish with soy sauce and scallions, tender greens with garlic and chili, and perfectly cooked rice. The highlight is an invitation into a local family's home. In their warm kitchen, we see traditional cooking firsthand. Our host prepares a feast-kneading dough, chopping vegetables and stir-frying in a wok, filling the air with the sizzle of oil and spices. Bridging past and present, where tradition meets modernity in rural Zhejiang. Xiajiang village blends past and present beautifully. It keeps its traditional charm and rich culture. Modern elements blend seamlessly with tradition. Solar panels provide clean energy. Family-run businesses thrive alongside traditional workshops. Young villagers are proud of their heritage and future. They bring new ideas and skills back home. Preserving culture through festivals and websites, there's a sense of hope and optimism. Tradition and modernity coexist, creating a bright future. Leaving Xiajiang, we feel inspired by its balance of past and future. Our journey through China's captivating villages takes a dramatic turn as we head west to Gansu province. Here lies Jagana village, amidst peaks and valleys carved by ancient glaciers. Imagine a village sculpted by a master craftsman, its houses clinging to limestone cliffs. Jagana is a place of contrasts, warm earth tones against the blue sky. The jagged mountains are softened by green forests. The air is crisp, smelling of pine and earthy soil. Silence fills the landscape, broken by a hawk's cry or distant sheep. Driving along the winding road, the landscape unfolds like a Chinese ink painting. Mist-shrouded peaks rise with mythical grandeur. Waterfalls cascade down cliffs, white ribbons on dark rock. Rounding a bend, Jagana village appears, its stone houses clinging to the slopes. There's a sense of timelessness here, untouched by modern life. Villagers with weathered faces tend their sheep and yaks, farm on terraced fields, and gather at communal wells. Life here is slow, following the rhythms of nature and seasons. In Jagana, the buildings seem part of the landscape, their stone walls mirroring the rugged mountains. The village shows the strength and ingenuity of its people, adapting to the environment. Imagine houses built entirely of stone, their thick walls keeping them warm in winter and cool in summer. The roofs, made of wood covered with earth and stone, are often decorated with colorful prayer flags. We walk through the narrow lanes, our footsteps echoing off the stone walls. The houses, some centuries old, are clustered together, creating a sense of closeness and community. We stop to admire the details. Carved wooden doorways, weathered by time but still showing the craftsmanship of the past. Small windows, offering glimpses inside, and courtyards where families gather amidst blooming flowers. The architecture of Jagana is not just practical, it expresses the villagers' deep connection to their environment. The use of local materials, the simple designs, the way the houses seem to grow from the landscape, all these show a culture that respects nature. In Jagana, architecture is not about forcing human will on the environment, but about harmonizing with it, becoming one with the rugged beauty. As we explore Jagana, we discover a rich culture that goes beyond its architecture. The village is on the border between Gansu and Sichuan, a region where Tibetan culture has been important for centuries. This mix of cultures is seen in the language, customs and beliefs of the villagers, creating a unique blend of Han Chinese and Tibetan traditions. The sound of chanting leads us to a small temple on a hill. Inside, the air smells of incense and butter lamps light the faces of villagers praying. Buddhist prayer flags decorate the temple, their colors contrasting with the muted tones of the landscape. We watch as villagers spin prayer wheels. The air is peaceful, reminding us that even in this remote place, spirituality is important. As we talk with the villagers, we're struck by their warmth, hospitality, and deep connection to their culture. We see traditional dances, full of Tibetan culture, performed with energy and enthusiasm. We listen to stories passed down through generations, tales of herders, warriors, and deities woven into the landscape. Finding serenity in ruggedness. Reflections on Jagana's enduring spirit. As our trip through Jagana ends, we're filled with awe and inspiration. Jagana, with its dramatic landscapes, unique architecture, and rich culture, shows the enduring human spirit. In a fast-paced world, Jagana is a beacon of tranquility, a reminder that a simpler life is possible. The villagers' connection to their environment, their resilience, and their faith remind us that even in difficult situations, the human spirit can thrive. As we leave Jagana, we appreciate the beauty of simplicity, the importance of preserving culture, and the power of human connection. The memories of this village, nestled in the mountains of Gansu, will stay with us, a testament to the power of place and the human heart. Where earth meets sky, unveiling the Loess Plateau's charm. Our journey now takes us to Shanxi province, where the earth itself tells a story of time, resilience, and human ingenuity. Here on the vast Loess Plateau lies Zhujiawan village, a testament to the enduring spirit of rural China. Imagine a world of ochre and gold, where rolling hills stretch endlessly, sculpted by wind erosion into ridges, gullies, and canyons. This is the Loess Plateau, a landscape that feels both ancient and timeless. As we approach Zhujiawan, the village gradually appears, emerging from the landscape. Cave dwellings carved into the Loess hillsides blend in perfectly. The air is dry and crisp, smelling of wild herbs and Loess soil. A deep silence fills the landscape, broken only by the bleating of goats or a farmer's distant call. We walk down a winding path, the Loess soil soft beneath our feet, and as we get closer to the village we see signs of human presence. Terraced fields carved into the hillsides follow the contours of the land. Ancient trees stand as silent sentinels. Caves of heritage. Delving into Zhujiawan's architectural legacy. In Zhujiawan, architecture and landscape are one. The village is known for its yaodong or cave dwellings. Imagine stepping into a home carved into the earth. Cool in summer, warm in winter, these dwellings are spacious and light-filled. The Loess soil acts as natural insulation. We go down a few steps into a yaodong. Inside, the dwelling opens into a spacious room. Sunlight streams in, illuminating simple furnishings. The yaodong show the villagers' deep connection to the earth. The Loess soil provides materials for a unique, sustainable life. In Zhujiawan, architecture adapts to the landscape, becoming one with the earth. A timeless rhythm, witnessing the cycles of life on the Loess Plateau. Life in Zhujiawan follows the cycles of nature, the changing seasons, and the rhythms of agricultural life. Here, the villagers' lives are intertwined with planting, tending, and harvesting crops. We rise before dawn and follow the villagers to the terraced fields. The rising sun casts a warm glow over the landscape. The air is filled with the sounds of rural life conversations, hoes tilling the soil, the braying of a donkey. We watch as the villagers tend to their crops, millet, wheat, corn, and vegetables. There's a quiet dignity in their work, a sense of purpose. They work the land, not as conquerors, but as partners. As the day goes on, the villagers gather beneath a tree, their faces showing the wisdom of a life lived close to the land. They share stories, laughter, and a simple meal, their camaraderie a testament to the strong bonds of community. A legacy etched in earth, preserving Zhujiawan's cultural heritage. As our time in Zhujiawan ends, we admire the resilience, resourcefulness, and traditions of its people. Zhujiawan, with its unique cave dwellings, its farming practices, and its strong sense of community, represents the enduring spirit of rural China. However, like many rural communities, Zhujiawan faces challenges from modernization and urbanization. Young people are drawn to the cities, and traditional ways of life are at risk. Yet there is hope. There's a growing awareness of the importance of preserving China's rural heritage. Efforts are underway to promote rural tourism, revitalize traditional crafts, and empower local communities. As we leave Zhujiawan, we appreciate the importance of preserving the traditions, knowledge, and way of life that have sustained communities like this for centuries. The future of Zhujiawan depends on finding a balance between preserving its heritage and adapting to the changing world. Reflections on resilience. As our journey through China's villages ends, we reflect on the stunning landscapes and remarkable architecture and the enduring spirit of the Chinese people. These villages show resilience, adaptation, and a deep connection to nature and tradition. From the rice terraces of Huangling to the mountains of Jagana, from the waterways of Xiajiang to the cave dwellings of Zhujiawan, we've seen a way of life that has lasted for centuries. We've seen how the villagers live in harmony with their surroundings, how they use local materials and traditional techniques to create beautiful structures, and how they have a strong sense of community. The villagers we've met have shared their values, a respect for nature, a reverence for tradition, and a belief in the importance of community. In a world of rapid change, these villages remind us of the strength of human connection and the importance of preserving our culture. But these villages are not stuck in the past. They are also places of adaptation and innovation, where tradition and modernity coexist. The challenge is to navigate the modern world while preserving the values and traditions that make them unique. Guardians of tradition. The future of these villages, like that of rural communities worldwide, is uncertain. The appeal of city life, the challenges of preserving traditions, and the threat of climate change all pose significant challenges. Yet, there is hope. There's a growing movement in China to preserve the country's rural heritage, not just for its cultural significance but also for its potential to offer sustainable living. Efforts to promote rural tourism, revitalize traditional crafts, and empower local communities are gaining strength. There is a growing awareness, especially among young people, of the value of their heritage. The key to the survival of these villages is finding ways to bridge the past and the present, to honor tradition while embracing innovation, and to create opportunities for young people. As we conclude our journey, we are grateful for the opportunity to have experienced the beauty, resilience, and spirit of these communities. These villages are more than just pretty places. They are living examples of human connection, cultural heritage, and respect for nature. They remind us that even in a rapidly changing world, some things are worth preserving. May their beauty, wisdom, and spirit continue to inspire us all.